Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Luca Russian, whatever you prefer to call me, and today I want to talk about Easter eggs for charity, and more specifically, who I think is going to win the event. And now, for the couple of people that maybe don't know what Easter eggs for charity is, basically, for the last couple of years, a couple of big zombies YouTubers have gotten together, they split up into teams, and they've competed against each other in a huge live stream. Everyone does it, and then NoahJ456 hosts the entire thing, and they basically play for charity, and they play against each other. It's fun competition, but it's mostly for charity. So all the teams for this year are Team Full Weeb, Team Berry 2, Zest Gods, Team Whiteboard, and the Hi Guys. I'm actually going to probably put up a picture on screen so you guys know who's on every single one of the teams, but basically I want to talk about all the maps that they're going to be playing that we know of before the live stream actually starts, and I want to see who I think is going to win this. So the first map that we know that they're going to be playing right off the bat is the Revelations Easter egg, and for this map I really do think it's going to be taken in first place by Team Berry 2 and then followed by Team Full Weeb in second place. And most of the reason that I think that Team Berry 2 is actually going to win this map comes down to MrDalekJD, CodeNamePizza, and Steve. Those are three incredibly smart players, and JohnyJ is really a wild card in this one. He's probably the weakest player in the whole competition, but the fact is that he's surrounded by probably the best zombies player ever and two really incredibly smart players with CodeNamePizza and MrDalekJD, and I really don't think that all the other players in the competition really know what they're doing as far as actual like RNG based speedruns, but Steve is incredibly good at that sort of thing, and I think that as a team they're smart enough that they can really work around that. And Team Full Weeb seems to have actually really good chemistry, and they're consistent of just really good players overall. MrTLexify, great player. Frenzy is probably one of the best players of all time. Chucky, he's a little bit of a wild card too. Same thing with, you know, like I said, JohnyJ. And SmartGuy316 is probably the smartest zombies player of all time. I wouldn't say that he's the best skill-wise, but I would say he's an incredibly smart player. Obviously, that's in the name. And moving on to the next map that we actually know they're going to play is the Divinium Easter egg. And I actually think this is going to be won by Team Full Weeb, probably followed by Zest Gods. So Team Full Weeb is probably going to win this one because of the fact that it isn't really an RNG-based speedrun. And Frenzy is an incredibly good player. Same thing with MrTLexify and SmartGuy. They probably have all the strategies down they could possibly think of for this map. And then Zest Gods is probably going to be really close behind them because of the fact that the Smith Plays, Avxry, McSportzHawk, and Laggin really all play Divinium a lot. They know what they're doing. They do this speed run all the time. They know what they're doing. They've done this Easter egg 1,000 times. I really do think it's just going to come down to the fact that they play it all the time and they know what they're doing, and it's just the matter of familiarity to them. And while those guys play Divinium a lot, I don't think a lot of the other players in this competition, other than CodeNamePizza, probably play this map as much as the Smith Plays and Avxry. So those guys are going to be the cornerstone to actually locking down Divinium for their team. If they don't actually have a good game, then that's going to be really, really bad for them, and Team Full Weeb could probably sneak it out. Maybe Team Berry 2 could sneak it out if they really wanted to. I'm not sure what their strategies are, obviously, because I haven't talked to any of them, but I really do think it's going to be Zest Gods taking Divinium. And for the last map that we know is going to be played in Easter egg for charity, it's a bonus round of the Origins Easter egg speedrun, and I actually think that Team Berry 2 is going to take this one as well. Now, most of my decision making in this whole thing actually comes down to the fact that IlSteveIl is an absolutely insane player, and he actually holds the Origins speedrun world record for solo. He holds it, I think, 10 minutes over anyone else. It's an absolutely insane run. It's actually a little bit over an hour. It's about an hour and 1 minute, but it's an absolutely insane run. And the fact of the matter is that Steve is an insane player, and he plays Origins so much, and just generally, it comes down to the fact that he is an absolutely just god tier player. And the thing is that CodeNamePizza plays a lot of Origins, same thing with MrDalekJD, and the thing is I think that Zest Gods is actually going to come in second place, mostly because of the fact that Smith Plays, Avxry, all those guys also play the map a lot. But Steve in this competition really is the ace in the hole for Team Berry 2, and that's why overall I think they're going to win the competition. And it's not just that anyone else on the team is a real slouch. I mean, JohnyJ, like I said, is the real wild card in the whole thing, but you have CodeNamePizza and you got Dalek. Those are solid players right there, and then you got Steve, who's probably the best player of all time, like I said, on your team. It's really hard to actually vote against them. I don't think their best competition is probably going to be Team Full Weeb, and they're going to keep things real close, and they might edge it out in the end. I'm not really too sure, but I really do think that Team Berry 2 is going to take it overall. But this is just my opinion. I guess we're going to find out in a couple hours when the live streams actually start going up. But tell me in the comment section down below, who do you guys think is going to win Easter eggs for charity? Are you Team Whiteboard, Hi Guys, Zest Gods, Berry 2, Full Weeb, whatever team you're rooting for? I'd love to hear in the comment section down below. Right down there, I'd appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you guys are new around here, turn on notifications. You guys know the drill by now. Check out all the links in the description. Go ahead and actually check out the first thing that's going to be in the description. It's actually going to be to a new team channel that I'm going to be probably uploading a video on tomorrow when all the old, you know, Easter eggs for charity thing isn't going on and people are actually watching something other than that. But yeah, basically go and sub to that. You're going to see why in the next couple days. Anyway, do love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.